to the Base Face Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Hello and Assalamualaikum to my lecturer Dr. Mazri bin Yaakob and my friends. We are from Group 1 like to present about ground floor Petronas Twin Towers. But before that, let me introduce you all about my team members. Here our team members: Tijahi 277222, Nur Adila Amra binti Jauhari 288294, Engkok Singh 269970, Nurushami Izzati binti Aizuddin 286974, last but not least Nur Aina Nadirah binti Ahmad Zaki 286529.
Selamat sejahtera Doktor. We are from Group 1 and our group project is the Petronas Twin Tower. My name is Tijahi, metric number 277222. Now I'm going to present the introduction. The Petronas Tower were designed to be the centerpiece of a larger complex called the Kuala Lumpur City Centre, KLCC. A mixed-use development with a site area of 14.15 hectares, which included the towers, two others office tower, underground parking and service facility. The project site is well located in the heart of the commercial district of the city, which called the Golden Triangle. Each of the twin tower is 88 story high and contain 218,000 square meters of floor space. With rising 452 meters, the towers were certified the world's tallest building by the Concert of Tall Buildings and Urban Habitat in 1996 years. The two towers are connected by a sky bridge at the 41st and 42nd floors. The Petronas Tower were designed by Argentine-American architect called Casabelli. They chose a distinctive postmodern style to create a 21st century icon for Kuala Lumpur. The Malaysian government specifying that the buildings were completed in 6 years. Two construction consortiums were hired to meet the deadline, and one for each tower. For Tower 1, the West Tower was built by a Japanese consortium led by the Hazama Corporation, while Tower 2, which is the East Tower, was built by a South Korean consortium led by the Samsung C&T Corporation. Last but not least, the Petronas Tower featured a double-decker sky bridge connecting the two towers on the 41st and 42nd floors. This sky bridge is the highest double-story bridge in the world. The sky bridge contract was completed by Koktong Engineering and Construction. Tower 2 became the first to reach the world tallest building at the time. That's all from me. I'll pass to the next presenter.
So here, me and my team members will explain about the content of Petronas Twin Towers.
Hello, I'm Mimi. So here, let me tell you a little bit about introduction to technical drawing. Did you know what is layout plan? Layout plan is define a technical engineering item for a mechanical, civil, structural, electrical, electronic, architecture, and so on. Perspective may be created with the use of technical drawing of engineering drawing. The standard language of engineers and technologists is engineering drawings. Thus, they are the greatest means to communicate within the sector. To put it simply, a drawing is a theoretical replication of anything that already is or maybe in the futures. The goal of a sketch is to visually represent an abstract concept, such as an idea or conceptions, and to communicate all to the relevant information about it. This architectural blueprint was created using a technique known as technical drawing. Simply said, the drawing of the structure is neither abstract and nouns. More than simply a visual replication of this topic, this painting method of communication is clear and succinct since it includes all the information needed to make an idea or notion a reality, such as measurement, notes and specifications. All technical drawings start with the basic or projections. The two primary categories are parallel projections and perspective projections. There are three types of axonometric projection used for this kind of technical drawing, such as isometric, dimetric, and trimetric. For this reason, the whole building design has been drawn using technical drawing approach since it is best suited into nature. As a result, technical drawing is crucial for conveying information as it facilitates the company or organization ability to visualize the notions. There has to be a lot of information in technical drawing and they need to adhere to whatever standard and particularly are typical in their field.
Hi, my name is Aina and I would like to say thank you to Mimi for the presentation, and now I will continue this presentation by presenting two topics we are related to the type of line used on the ground floor Petronas Twin Tower and also the title block in the Petronas Twin Tower. For topic 1, which is the type of line used in the Petronas Twin Tower drawing. Do you know the meaning or information related to line? Line play an important role in the engineering industry. Every engineering drawing has various types of line in it, and so lines are a major part of the graphic language. Line used in any engineering drawing may be the straight or curve. Lines are defined as elements with no breadth but unlimited length. Line located to points that are not in the same location but fall along that line. There are various types of line in this engineering drawing, such as continuous line, dash line, chain line, zigzag line, freehand line, and so on. Each line has its own function. In the Petronas Twin Tower drawing, I found that it only used two types of line, which are continuous line and dash line. The first is a continuous line. It is divided into two different thickness, thin and thick. The thickness for the thin line is 0.25 mm, while for the thick line is 0.5 mm. These continuous lines are used to create a sense of a detail in the building, such as intricate pattern or fine lines. And it also subtlety in the representation of the building. The second is a dash line. The function of the dash line is to show hidden or obscure element in the building, such as structure element behind wall or ceiling. This can help architects understand the layout and construction of building even if certain parts are not visible. And now I will also present a slide related to the title block of Petronas Twin Tower. The title block is intended to provide relevant information about the drawing to be presented. There is some information that can be listed in the title block, such as the drawing name, scale, drawing number, general specification, approval, and so on. The title block position is located in the lower right or lower left corner of the drawing, and it usually separate from the drawing. And now we will discuss why the title block is important for every drawing. Do you know why is it important? This title block is important because to track, identify, and organize the drawing. In addition, it also helps to ensure that the drawing is consistent and look professional. As we can see in the picture on the slide, the information found in the title block of Petronas Twin Tower, which are drawing name, is ground floor Petronas Twin Tower, architect name Cesapelli, main contractor is divided into two organizations, which are Hazama Corporation for Tower 1 and Samsung Engineering and Construction for Tower 2. And the last one is scale of drawing. However, there is also additional information such as date, size of drawing, unit and developer name. And now, I hand it back to Mimi to continue the presentation.
Next, let me tell you about multi-view or Petronas Twin Towers. As we know, three-dimensionality or 3D refer to all three of the traditional measure of space, width, height and depth. Everything in observation physical universe has three shapes. This is owing to the fact that everything that is material present is made up of atoms, which are made of three spatial dimensions, despite being invisible to the human eye. This rule explains why everything that is physically present is made up of atoms. The ability to visual a two-dimensional object in three dimensions while looking at it in two dimensions is called spatial visualization, which is also known as spatial intelligence. This ability may be shown by gazing at a figure in two dimensions. The act of taking anything that is just two-dimensional, such as a map, and transforming it into a three-dimensional picture or other form is referred to as spatial visualizations. Two-dimensional spatial visualization and three-dimensional spatial visualization are two categories that they are fall under respectively. They are designed include in the given technical drawing that put the reader to test in terms of their ability to visual space.
Okay, next slide, we can see the multi-view of Petronas Twin Towers. In this topic, we only use two views, which is top view and side view. It is possible to get an image in two dimensions using the design that have been shown above. An isometric projection will be produced as a result of the merging of the two planes. This projection will include a top view and a side view. The capacity to see space is termed spatial visualization.
Sectional view are technical drawing with many perspectives that include unique views of a part or pieces that show in insights details. The technique of sectioning involves imagining a cutting plane running through a portion. Hatch is a common in AutoCAD that fill in an area with a pattern. There are three standard types of hatch: pattern, solid, and gradient. There are many standard hatch patterns. The pattern that used in an engineering drawing of the Petronas Twin Tower project is a solid. On technical drawing is graphically represented with lines, symbols, and comments as a numerical value given in the proper unit of measurement. The study of specifying and tolerating the shapes and positions of features on an object is known as geometry. Leaders are used to signify information that appears at a specific area or and a certain surface on the designs, such as holes diameters, radius, and other details. Extension lines typically connect dimension lines to other elements on parts and graphics on the page. Diameter for the circle is 2000 mm times 16 and the length of line is 6070 mm, while the width is 6040 mm. The radius for big circle is 11,476 mm.
Conclusion. On January 1997, the first 166 employees of the Petronas Corporation moved into their newly finished office on the 15th and 16th floor of the Petronas Tower. A substantial amount of interior finished work was not completed at this point, but moving all 5,000 employees into the towers by August 1997 seemed an achievable goal. A number of the industry crowd, particularly for this project, had already spun off and were pursuing other work in the rapidly growing city and areas in Asia. The expertise gained by local engineers, architect, project management team, contractor, and fabricator were already being tested on a wide range of other infrastructure projects throughout Malaysia. They were being developed more independently by Malaysian nationals. This project success will be attributable in large part of the knowledge gained through the know-how transfer that accompanied the Petronas project. Many of the international relationships developed on the project will be maintained, Adding to the noticeable globalization occurring throughout the construction industry, alignment with local firms open previously in accessible markets. The collaboration between large teams allows for a minimization of a risk for any one party. Most important, increased globalization encourages construction companies to bring together the very best people and organizations to perform international projects with highly specific needs. Thank you.